What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas. In today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of a fun thing with face paint again, kind of a extension on last week's video where I did more of a traditional Christmas look with some red and green and yellows and some Christmas lights. So this week I thought I'd do a little bit of a different twist and do more of a snowy, wintry vibe instead of just straight on Christmas. So if you'd like to see what that turns out like, then keep on watching. Okay, so I got you all zoomed in, and for today's look, I'm going to do more of a full face look, so I'm going to need to probably tone down my eyebrows a little bit since they're orange, and that doesn't really go with the white and blue and silver theme that I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to try to conceal those a little bit using some glue. A lot of people use this in the drag scene, and some other makeup artists have been using it recently as well, just to conceal their brows so they can create a different shape than that they usually have. So today I'm just going to do not anything too severe, but just go over that so I can conceal them. And I know that using the purple glue is really popular because then you know when it's dry, when it dries clear. So it's already pretty much dry. This one I feel like I need a little bit more. That's better. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go over that with a little bit of powder to kind of set the glue, and then I'll go ahead and start with the face paint. I'll be back once this is dry. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of powder and then just pat that on. It's already starting to look a little bit weird, but this is all going to look super weird until it looks better, so just bear with me. So to start, I'm going to go over my whole face with white face paint, and I'll kind of speed through some of this so you don't have to watch some of the tedious work. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that, and then I'll come back to you before we start the rest of the face. Okay, so now that I look absolutely terrifying, you can stop here if this is the look you're going for. I'm just kidding, don't stop here. I mean, you can if you really want to, but this is not the look that I'm trying to go for here. So as you can see, I did start going into my hairline because later on I'm going to cover a little bit more of my hair just so it kind of has a more cohesive look. So far, this is what it's looking like. It's pretty creepy. And the brows aren't completely covered, but that's okay because I'm just going to kind of follow my natural brow shape anyway. I just wanted them a different color. So let's move forward. And I am going to do something else with my lips as well. So I'm going to go ahead and contour like I would normally contour, but with blues instead of what I would normally do, like a cool brown color. Before I contour, I'm actually going to set my face with some powder just so the contour blends a little bit smoothly, because right now it's a pretty tacky surface. So I'm just going to use the Coty Airspun powder that I usually use and just kind of set that. Okay, so now this feels more powdery to the touch, almost like skin. So hopefully the contour will blend pretty smoothly on there. So I'm just going to follow the normal pattern that I would follow while I was contouring, so just under my cheekbone. And then the same thing kind of around the perimeter of my forehead. And then I am going to do my jawline as well. Okay, so you kind of get the idea there. I'm just going to keep blending for a moment. Okay, and then also I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose a little bit with that same color. Okay, and clearly that's a little bit more dramatic than I was intending, so I'm going to go ahead and blend that out a little bit. But honestly, for this look, having it be a little bit more dramatic isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it almost adds to this eerie kind of almost alien-like Christmas look that I'm doing. Okay, so this is looking really spooky still. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyes. I feel like that'll kind of help pull things together. And then I'll do some more finishing touches on my face, and then we'll see what it looks like from there. So I think today I'm going to do kind of a cut crease blue color, and I think that'll look really cool. Okay, so I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to go into this BH Cosmetics palette that I have, and I'll link everything down below so you know exactly what I'm using. So I'm going to use this kind of light blue color all over the lid. And I'm going to kind of be looking off to the side a little bit just because my mirror is over there. So I'm kind of bringing it upward. And the fun thing about having no brow right now, or very little brow, is that I can kind of do whatever I want and not have to worry about like getting too close to the brow line, because I'll be creating the shape that I want in a moment. So there's that color. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so that's looking pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead now and then deepen my crease with a little bit of a darker blue color. And for this one, I'm going to be using the Charmed palette that I have from Sola Cosmetics in the shade Wyatt and Chris. I think I might wet the brush on this one as well, just to make that pigment just a little bit more intense. Okay, there you go. Pretty. Okay, it looks super neat. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so that's a fun shape. I think I am going to do like a half cut crease this time, and then just add some more like silvery on the inside. I think that would look really pretty. So I'm going to take my white paint with a really flat brush and kind of just trace it in just under my crease. And I'm going to do this kind of offside here. So it's a little bit hard to see, but see how it kind of creates that sharper line. I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. Okay, so it's a little bit more subtle, but I'm going to go in now with a silver to kind of cover over all of that. Today I'm going to be using the Glitter Cream eyeshadow from Ulta. I'm going to pack that all over that side. And I'm going to do this with a brush just because sometimes using the doe foot applicator it's hard to get quite the precise line that I want. So I'm just going to be using a tiny brush like this. You can kind of see it this way, and then now I'm just going to kind of almost fade it into the other side. while that's drying, I think I'm going to do some kind of a highlight situation. So I have some iridescent glitter, but I feel like since this is kind of dried now, I'm going to put a little bit more of that white face paint over it and then pack on some of this iridescent glitter just to kind of create that highlight effect. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and off camera I'm going to do some eyeliner and some lashes, and then I'll come back and then work on the lips, I think. So let's do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my lashes on and I just did regular just black lashes and a black eyeliner. And I did line my waterline with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk. So I'm going to go ahead now and try to work on my eyebrows so we can get that done and maybe look a little bit more normal. I'm going to go ahead and use this face paint in the dark blue color. Okay, I'm going to do the other brow off camera and then I'll be right back so we can keep on going. Okay, so I have the brows done. I'm going to go ahead now and work on the lips, and then I'm going to do a few other little finishing touches. But for the lips today, I'm going to be doing the same color I used for the brow as the lip liner, and then I'm going to kind of ombre it in towards the middle as the white. I'm just going to be using a tiny little lip brush. And I'm just going to line it like I would normally line my lips. Okay, so I got the general shape going, and now I'm just going to kind of fade it in towards the center. Okay, so there you go, there's that. So now I think just to kind of finish up the look, I'm going to go ahead and do a little more white in my hair, and then I'll come back and I think I'm going to add a few snowflakes just to make it a little extra festive, and then we'll be done. So I'm going to do the hair off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm all frosted out now. My bun's not, but the rest of me is. So for the last part of this look, I'm just going to go ahead and add a few little snowflakes. So to do that, I'm just going to use this strip eyelash glue, and it's the kind that comes on this little wand. So I'm just going to kind of create a few snowflakes and then pat some glitter over the top once it's tacky, and then I think that'll do it. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to brush away the extra glitter in just a moment. Let me do one more towards the top of my face. Okay, so you can kind of see that snowflake shape down there. I'm going to wait for this one to dry just a little bit more. Cute. So since this one's not super visible, I think I'm going to do another one on my cheek here. Okay, and I'm gonna let that dry as well, and let's see, maybe one more up here. Let's just go all the way with this. And this is a good way to get glitter everywhere if you're looking for an activity to do that. Okay, cute. So it's a little bit hard to see, but I'll kind of back away from the light here so you can kind of see that. So now I just have these like subtle little snowflakes kind of here and there, and I think that looks really cute. Okay, so I think that does it. So this is kind of a fun, wintry, kind of Jack Frost vibes, fun face paint look. So I hope you guys liked it, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays again. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.